Welcome to this week's Pick a Card reading, which is a yes or no. Ask any question. So whatever your question is, and if you're wondering yes or no, this reading's for you. I am Seqkat from Enlightenment.com, and I am glad to have you here with me. So go ahead now and take a moment and look at the totems, and that's my kitty cat Lily helping you decide. And kind of get a feel for which one is tugging at you. Your eyes might keep landing on one. And you can kind of look away and look back and see. You can take a deep breath. That's helpful. That aligns your ego with your higher self to tune in. And always feel free, if you choose one totem and it doesn't feel like it fits you, choose another, because sometimes we don't quite tune in. I've done that myself from watching other picker cards. And once you've chosen your totem, you can either scroll down and look at the bottom of the screen and you'll see the chapters that match your totem and click there, or you can go to the description box below and choose the timestamp that matches your totem. And if you need to pause the video, feel free to do so. Okay, I will meet you at your totem. Okay, welcome. If you chose the Raven totem for this week's Pick a Card reading, yes or no, ask any question. So let's get a theme of what's going on for your question. And yours is see the signs. It's a pretty card. But it is reversed, so we need to pay special attention. So that kind of tells me you're getting signs already, but you may not be seeing them. So kind of open up, see those signs. And or you may not be getting the signs yet, but they will be coming. So make sure you look for them. Or maybe you've been seeing the signs, but you've been discounting them. No, that's too coincidental. It's not coincidental. It's synchronistic. Okay, so we'll get a few cards here for your theme card. And do keep in mind this is a general reading, so I have this tuned to many of you and your different storylines. So tune into what is fitting you. We have a few cards here for your theme card. Oh my. Okay. Yeah, so yes, definitely tune in what's fitting you. Okay, so we're having a delay in starting something that's passionate, like a new journey for us that is about our passion. We have a delay for some reason. We're coming from a place, or are right there now, a place of ultimate defeat. You've been through the ringer here, guys, and I'm really sorry for that. That's a painful place to be. Good news is that comes to an end for you. And you are at a place now of, okay, this is why you're here. This is very fitting for you. You're not here by accident. You have a choice to make, and it's a tough choice. You feel like you're in a hard place, between a hard place and a rock. Coming from this position, I can understand that. So where you are right now, you're not liking it. But the choice to get you out of this situation, you don't like the looks of that either. But I always suggest take that choice because it gets you out. Even if the initial choice brings you about a result that you're not liking, it will lead you to other ones that can get you out to more choices that will ultimately bring you results that you do like. So things will get better. So yeah, that's what makes that one a little bit tangled. Looks like we have been in some fierce competition, and that is probably playing a role here with this ultimate defeat. Definitely does look like that. And you do have a spiritual calling, and always our natural spiritual calling is to follow our heart. Go for that which is our desires. Your passionate desires, your new journey. You have to be willing to do that. Heed your intuition. Right now, we are resisting that spiritual calling, and we need to see the signs, heed that spiritual calling, get some healing, because you're going to definitely need some healing after all of this, and definitely listen to your intuition. Deep down, you know some answers here, guys. Definitely. So, this scenario that we're in right now, that's sticky, this fighting and all of this, do we stay in this? No. So the answer for that part is no. We do not stay in this because this is not working for you. Even if you haven't reached the ultimate defeat yet, depends on your story. Again, I have this tune in many of you. This fierce competition is leading to this. Do you stick with this situation? No. Get out. Get out. Your ego, for survival reasons, might want to stay right where it is. It could be a job or career, and you're making money there, but things are getting really hard pressed there, and you are getting an intuition and a guidance. I really should get out of this. This would be better for me to get out of this, but gosh, how am I going to make the money? Listen to that guidance. There's a part of you that knows. Your intuition is talking to you. You are getting the signs. Right now, I think you're kind of listening to the ego more and resisting, so don't resist. Your higher self knows. Your higher self sees the whole story, where your ego only sees what it knows with data. Okay, so let's pull up your cards now. So I'm going to go ahead and pull up your entire row. Okay, they're kind of just falling out here for me. And then start reading the cards. Let's make some room here. Okay. Interesting reading. Okay, so I think your theme card is really talking about your present moment, looking at these cards. And you're definitely being called, especially with this hard choice that you've got to make, to step out of the story. Get out of the story. So-and-so's doing this hurts, that pain, blah, blah, blah. Get out of that. We want to step here with the Queen of Swords here, the Queen of Sky. We want to step into that more neutral perspective, more logical perspective, even spiritual perspective, and see the whole story. There's a soul level thing going on here that can lead you to better things. And it could be painful where you are right now, but that's going to lead to something better. But we need to see that whole story. We are in fierce competition here that is leading to some ultimate defeat. But we have aligned vibe tribe coming in here for us. Some type of family support. So aligned vibe tribe and family support. Sometimes it's not even biological family. When I see it come in like this can just mean those that are aligned with you and they feel like family to you because they are aligned to you. It can even be like a soul family thing for you there. This is about not spending time, and I think what we need to do is this is guidance here, I think, to not be spending time with this fierce competitors, to not do that. Let's not do that. Or perhaps you haven't been spending time with those that are in alignment with you and that are in harmony with you, and that is what we need to flip around and do that. Again, that new journey, we are talking about this, but it's being delayed for the moment because we are resisting the spiritual calling, and this is about your passionate desires, and it definitely can lead to success when you flip this up and you heed that spiritual calling, you listen to your intuition, and you get that healing that you're going to need, because you're being called here and being assured success too of that new journey. And this one is of the heart, so it's something that fires you up, and it's the heart's desires. That is always the path, the flow that always brings you into success, because Source puts all your desires in you. That's what Source wants to experience through your unique personality. That's why you have those desires, and everybody's desires and preferences are different, because Source wants to experience different things from different perspectives. So every time we follow that path, which is our spiritual calling, that's our destiny, heartline fate, that's when things get easy. Can we overthrow that with our free will? Definitely. And that's when we choose survival-based things. The ego thinks is best for us, and things get difficult, things get more challenging, and things don't work out for us. You're definitely being called to be who you are. Who are you? What fires you up? What stirs your heart? Be that. Do that. Go in that direction. That's being who you are. It's showing you success. You really do have a lion tribe here, vibe tribe, personalities that are working together in alignment. Someone offering you a true love offer. So I don't know if this is people or a person. If your question is about this particular row is yes. I think your theme card is kind of showing us a mess And if your hard choice is to stay in this mess or stay with these people that are causing this mess for you, no. If you're seeing the new opportunities coming to you, yes, that is definitely a yes, because this is a true offer of love that is going to lead to aligned vibe tribes, personalities working together, leading you to your new path of a heart's desires with success and you being who you are. There's never no beating being who we are. That's always the ultimate. That always leads to success. Okay, so let's clarify for you. And I want to give a shout out to my subscribers. Thank you so much. I really do appreciate you. And my new subscribers, I appreciate you just as much. Thank you so much for joining me. I really do appreciate all your likes, those subscribes, and your comments. I really do. I love to hear from you guys. Thank you so much. And all of the above also helps me out with YouTube and growing my channel. So I really appreciate that. And then, I think we have all our cards here. And I do offer personal readings, so if you need one of those, you can find the link to those in the description box below. Okay, so, yeah, boy, cards are just, I love it when he does that. Okay, so yeah, we need to step out of that neutral perspective, and we've got the Three of Cups again, and it is in reverse, and it's about not spending time with, usually this is about not spending time with loved ones, so I'm thinking this is really going back to not spending time with those that are aligned with you. Again, here in personalities is clashing, and we need to do that. That's what we need to do. Don't know why you're choosing not to do that. That is where your success is going to be. Because step out, see the whole story, get with your aligned vibe tribe, but you're not doing that, and by not doing that, that's not leading you to success. You're sticking with those that are fighting with you, and when the King of Wands comes in here like this in reverse, that's the fire that burns. That's the one that irritates the heck out of you. He's irritating. No, we don't want that. We want to get with our vibe tribe, the ones that are aligned with us, that work with us. So that's what you want to do there. So yeah, we don't want to spend time with that kind. And yeah, because Seven of Pentacles, spending time with those that are fighting with us is leading us to that ultimate defeat. And it's seeds you have sown already, but it's not going to bring in the harvest that you were hoping for or the harvest that you're desiring. It's not going to bring in the harvest of your heart's passions. You got to flip that around where you are bringing the harvest of your desires, sowing the right seeds with the right people that are aligned with you. So you are being shown too with this family support or aligned people. It's not always necessarily biological. It's the people that are your vibe tribe, personalities that you get along with. It could be soul families. You could be like if it's a career that people that are aligned and are on the same page with you. It could be artists, whatever, something that you're aligned with. This is what will help you navigate through any challenges that you're experiencing with ease. And or, again, I have this tune in many of you, some of this going on this new journey may be indicating a residential move for you. And if that is so, that is a yes. That is looking good for you. That is definitely so. It's not going to be all of you, but some of you, you definitely will. So yes, that's definitely what we're going to do. And then, of course, going for this heart's desire. So this is some of the choice, too, of letting this go. That hard choice that we have to make. You want to go for your heart's desires. And again, I can see the ego struggling here. But somebody's been enabling you and empowering you in a way. And in order for you to make this new change, even though things are rough and it's firing competition and it's leading to defeat and you're feeling it and you're tugging at it, so we make it so hard, you're unsure about that lack of power that somebody's been fulfilling a need for you, and you're doubting that you can fulfill that need for yourself. You can, because you need to get these out of that position and come into your own power and fulfill it yourself. You can, and you can do it by being you, and I promise you, the universe always has your back for that. Definitely has back. Yes, and the Knave of Swords, starting that new journey. Definitely. Starting that new journey of that which is ideal for you. That is being who you are. That is where your success is. It is always the flow. Take those baby steps. It can be scary at first as you take one baby step. The universe supports that. And that gets you a little bit stronger and enables you to take the next baby step. And the universe starts opening more doors. It makes it even easier to take the next baby step. You'll start getting in the resources and the people that can support you to do that. And the next thing you know, before you know it, you are on a path that is where you are in flow and things are in alignment and things are working and you find yourself happy. Personalities that are aligned with you, you are definitely in your power when you are working with people that are aligned with you. You definitely have the power for this. And also for some of you, this does represent Aries, so that may have a role for you. And then you have this true offer of love coming in from these people that are aligned with you, that are of your like personalities. You can trust that. And you might be having a little bit of time trusting that because of what you've dealt with in the past with these competitors here that are leading you to this ultimate defeat. And they're telling you to see the signs that you can trust this. And they're asking you to go within and meditate and tune in, connect with your higher self, connect with your guides, connect with your angels, connect with whatever deities of your choice, connect. And you will see those signs. Don't miss those. And they will definitely let you know that it is positive and working for you. So you have the power for this, guys. This is really a good reading. It really is. You just have to make that choice. So now let's wrap you up here with an Angels and Ancestral Oracle. There we go. Oh, yeah. Yeah, the Trader. This is exchanging the energy for abundance. Yeah. This has been the energy you've been in. I'll give you the Trader card. It's really pretty. I do like it. The energy you've been in is fierce competition, fighting, clashing, instead of working harmoniously together and having a harmonious trade. So you really do need to come into an alignment. So this is really very well may be career-based, like even service-based, like whatever your service might be. You might be in the service of, like the healing arts or, something of that nature or whatever. It may not even be that, but it is something service-based that really feel or career-based. And you've been in some fierce competition, like maybe some inner competition within the own business or job or career or whatever, which is tearing things apart, and that's not working. But this is indicating harmonious. So you have a new opportunity, I think, befalling you, or they're already there and you just need to choose them, but it's hard for your ego to know that it can flourish there, because the ego operates from two primary things. Primary number one, survival. Number two, avoid as much pain as possible. So you might be in a bad situation that's painful, but it knows it can survive that. So it looks over there and goes, that situation looks good, but I don't know that I can survive it. Maybe that's a disguise. Maybe it's not good. Maybe it's worse than this. So it won't move towards that. That's why you've got to see the signs, and you really got to listen to your heart. You definitely got to listen to your heart there, because that will definitely play a role there. Okay, so you got this. This is a good reading. Definitely tune in, see the signs, and connect. Be who you are. Listen to that heart. Listen to those passions. And follow those people that you are aligned with. And I promise things will be better for you. Hope this was helpful. Until next time, much love and much light. Okay, welcome if you chose the Wolf Totem for this week's Pick a Card reading, which is yes or no. Ask any questions. So let's see what your theme card is. Know your power. Very pretty card. But it is reverse, so let's pay special attention to that. Okay, so this one coming up, it kind of shows me that we're having a little bit of doubt. We might have an idea of what direction we're supposed to be going, and we really want to go that direction, but we might be having doubts that we have power to do so. So an initial response to that, but we will go with the cards and get a little bit deeper, because keep in mind, I have this tuned to each of you and your unique different realities. We have to tune in and see how. Initial response initial thought is this would be a yes, go in that direction. You have the power to do so. And we are showing here, definitely, you are looking at a new path, one of which can definitely lead you to success here. This is the Ace of Pentacles here. So we just need to know our power. But it looks like we might be in some little bit tangled relationships right now with some people. It could be something karmic going on, some kind of tangled mess of some type. And that could be making you doubt some of the power that you have, some of the people that you're involved with or entangled with in some form or fashion. And then also for some of you, this means Libra, so that may be important to you as well. And they are kind of suggesting you to look at some fond memories that could play a role in this, that might can help you remember that you're that you have the power to do this. So maybe you have some fond memories of where you've done something similar in the past and you had the powers, and they're asking you, remember that. Give that ego loves evidence. Give that ego the evidence it can do that. Okay, so let's pull up your cards here and read for you. All right. And what I'm going to do is pull up your whole row and then start reading for you. Oh yeah, they're jumping around. Let's see. Okay, there we go. Okay. All right. This new journey, like I told you, I'm going to start this new journey. I feel like that's a yes. You just know your power. It's going to lead to your legacy, and that's good. But you do feel like right now you are in a stalemate, and that's probably coming in with this tangled mess with people here. And that might be where you're really feeling like you don't have the power, because this stalemate that you're in with this other person or people, I think you feel like that is restricting your freedom or abilities to be able to choose what you want to do. Don't let the outer reality fool you and trick you like that. You always have your power, and your power always comes in with choice. If you choose within you, nope, not doing this, these people are not going to overpower me, this is what I'm going to go for, ABC, and they're trying to keep you locked in XYZ, you always have the power to choose. You always have the spiritual help. Ask your angels, ask your higher self, ask. Every time you move towards your desires, you are in your power. You source put those desires within you, source wants to experience those desires, and nobody can stop that from happening. Nobody but you. You have the choice. Right now, you're feeling like your world is upside down. And I see this with this tangled mess, and I believe you're feeling like you are trapped, but you are not. Just make the choice. Ask for the help. And then start putting law of attraction. Write down what you want, and you write it down as you have it now. This is the freedom I have. This is the experience I'm having. Oh, I love it. Why does it feel good? Picture it. Why does it feel good? Oh, this feels good now that I'm doing X, Y, Z. Everything that you're loving and wanting to do, write it down. Write down a list. Read it every day. Experience and visualize and breathe it in that you're experiencing. I promise you, you will bring that reality in. I promise you, time again. I manifest in so many ways doing that. It's so powerful. Right now, you're not feeling like yourself with the situation, with this stalemate that you're in, with this tangled mess of these people, and that's understandable because your world's upside down and you're feeling trapped. That's okay. You can get back to yourself. You do have the power. You just need to know your power. You really do. You definitely want to embark this new journey. It will lead to your legacy. You can do it. Don't let the stalemate mess you up or think you can't. Also, with this card being upright, if there are possibly legal matters in this issue, they're looking good for you. So you got that on your side as well. Okay, so yes, new journey. Same thing here. I'm going to embark on the new journey, the cat, the fool. And with it being upright, you're going to be successful with this. They're assuring you. Lean on your spiritual help, whatever that is. Whatever your spiritual help is, lean on it because you have that power. And like I told you, you just choose and your spiritual help will be there. Ask them for help to help them So much easier for them to cross over your free will and assist you. You definitely want to do that. This also represents Taurus. Okay, now they're also asking you to have strength, trust, have strength. You've got the strength. This is, have courage, have faith. You've got the strength. You know your power. Choose what you want. Choose what you want. Keep your eye on that ball. Never move those eyes. Quantum physics. How do we create? Observation creation. What you look at, what you see is what you create. Look into that. It's really great. This also represents Leo, if that is helpful for any of you. And if I didn't mention, this is representative of Capricorn, if that's relative to you. May not be for any of you. We're getting some horoscope cards in here. May be helpful for each of your unique story. Yes, we want to start that new journey that will be successful and one that stirs your heart. What is your heart calling to you? Start looking at that. Your first way to bring that into your relative reality and form it is write it down. There's so much power in the word, and there's so much more power when you write it down. And you can even script it and write it over and over and over again. And I'm telling you, when you write it down and then you think about it and you visualize it and you see it and you feel it, you bring it into your reality. I promise you. And we've got the Lovers card here. So I don't know if this is about a romantic situation or a romantic partnership that we're in. Maybe you feel like you're stalemated in a marriage or a romantic partnership or something like that, and you think you can't ever have a good romance or something along that lines. You're being assured you can. Definitely are. This is upright. This is success. So maybe this is a new journey that you will be on, or the new love that you can have that will be right for you. You're being assured that. This also represents Gemini, if that is helpful towards you in your relative reality. So just tune in. So let's go ahead real quick now and clarify for you. And I'd like to give a shout out to my subscribers and my new subscribers. Welcome. Thank you. And thank you for all of your comments. I really appreciate that. I enjoy those and your likes, and I do appreciate your subscribers. They're very helpful to me. I appreciate that. And if you're new to my channel, welcome. I'm glad to have you here joining me. And if you by chance need a personal reading, I do offer those, and you can find the links to those in the description box below. And again, I will pull up your whole row and then start reading them for you. Okay. Okay. All right, so this new journey is going to lead you to your legacy, embarking that. Five of Swords, so this is going back, and I think you're having trouble feeling that because of the situation that you're with in this tangle nest. You might feel like there's some competition involved, but you are being assured of success. I don't know if there's a competition situation and this is what's causing the stalemate. I don't know if that's affecting that, because this stalemate is definitely causing you, this stalemate is your fears. And you're looking at that and experiencing those. Don't worry about your competition. Do not worry. So if this by chance is a romantic partnership, since the Lovers card did come up and I'm seeing it's coming up again in your clarification, and maybe there's a third party that's competing with, you're going to be okay. You just stick with what your heart's desire is, not ego sticking with survival. What do you really want? Okay? And what you really want isn't always a name, a who. You might need to really look at what you want in a partnership and let your higher self and the universe bring in the who that has all those attributes. So some of you need to hear that. You feel like your world is upside down right now, but they are saying you can have your happily ever after when you embark this new journey that is going to lead to your legacy. So your world is upside down right now, but don't worry, things are going to get better. Okay, and then we're feeling trapped, and so you've got the Four of Cups here. Yeah, this entrapment that you're feeling with and this entanglement with this current situation is starting to make you feel, you're feeling apathetic. I do really feel like this is a relationship. With some of the cards coming up, you're feeling apathetic in this relationship. It's not working. We got to let go of this old one, and don't let them tie you down and make you think you're tied down with that stalemate. Even if it's a divorce situation and maybe they're being honoring, not honoring your divorce or whatever, if some of you are in that situation. Here's to my nose, sorry guys. You're feeling like you're not being yourself with this situation as it's going. That's okay. Listen to your intuition. Your intuition is guiding you. Deep down, you know you have the power. Deep down, we all know where to follow our heart's desires. Tune into that intuition and listen to it. Also, this is representative of Pisces, if that is relative to any of you in your unique story. Okay, so we're starting that new journey, and to start that new journey, it will lead to success. And you're being asked to step out of the story a minute. Okay, so here's a tangled messes, and we get into some pain with the mess and the story, what they did, oh my God, and then blah, 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 and this happened. It's painful. Honor your ego's pain. Validate it. See it as a little meditation. See it as a little toddler. It has every right to feel the way it feels about that person. Ask it. Let it tell you, well, they did this and that hurt and they did that and I'm mad at them because of blah, 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 blah. And you tell them, yeah, it sucks. You're right. I hear you. I agree with you. Your pain is valid. And comfort it. But then step out of that story and look at the bigger picture. More than likely there was a soul growth here, a soul learning. But it doesn't have to lock you down. You can move forward into this new journey and gain your desires. The Queen of Swords, she can come into a logical perspective. And I also like to offer that she can come into a spiritual perspective and see the whole story, just coming out of that story, and have faith. Lean on your spirituality, whatever your faith is that can assist you and help you. Because you can, again, this is coming up upright, the Lover's card. So here you have this when it showed up in your first run, and it showed up again beside it. And it's coming up again in the clarification. So lean on this. You can have this romance as you desire it. You definitely can. So again, what do you want in a partner? Thank you, I have a partner that has this attribute, that attribute, and name all those attributes. A partner that's aligned with me, a partner that's into whatever it is you're into. Maybe it's cats, maybe it's spirituality, maybe it's whatever it is. Maybe it's art, whatever it is. Thank you, I have all of this. The what you want in a partner. We'll let the universe choose the who. Okay, and then we are also, you have the strength, embark that new path that's of your heart, which comes back to the Lovers, and you can have it. And we're having this card again, this tangled mess coming up. It's coming up again here. It's coming up reverse. On this one, when it's coming up, if there is legal issues, it's looking good. This one's coming up reverse. And I think for here, because it's telling you this is your only obstacle that I think you're looking at and seeing it in a negative way, making them stalemate you, making you think you can't have this. Just switch this around. You can have what you want. Stay focused on your desires and you can create it. This really is a good reading. You have the power. They're telling you this. You just need to know your power. And you can gain that power with your spirituality. So let's go ahead and wrap you up real quick now with an Angels and Ancestor Oracle. This is really a good reading, guys. You can get what you want. You're being very clear on that. Choose it. Yes, you can have what you want. If there's someone offering you a new opportunity, yes. The old stuff, let it go. But sticking with them is a new. It is a new go. Water Guardian is very fitting for you. Connect with your emotions. And you had this come up too with the memories. And if you look closely, this little kitty cat swimming in water. So this is kind of relevant. Water always represents emotion, so that's really good. And then you also have that card here too, coming up with your heart's desires, again, those emotions. So the Water Guardian is letting you know that the angels are working with you, and they're working with you in what you're feeling. And like I said, you want to always follow the heart's desires, because the Source puts those desires through in you, because Source wants to experience those desires through you. So you want to tune into what you're feeling. You want to understand what you have felt that did not feel good, because that shows you even more what you want, because you came here to live and experience your joys and your desires, what you want, what is aligned with you. That's what we came here to do. And we'll go through a little bit of polarity here. Welcome to planet Earth of polarity. to understand with a contrast. Well, this is my preference. You can't understand hot without understanding cold. You can't understand up without understanding down. So this is what it is. It's to show your preferences. You experience a cat and you experience a dog. Which one do you want? So maybe you're a cat person that's experienced a dog person in a relationship as these cards are unfolding, and you're realizing with this, okay, the dog thing ain't working. And maybe now a cat has come into the picture and you're starting to say, hey, I really like this cat. This looks a lot better, but I feel tangled up with this dog. And now I feel like I'm stuck and I can't get out of the situation. You have the power to get out of the situation. You do not have to stay trapped as you are feeling right now in the situation. You may feel like you're in a stalemate. You can choose what you want, and that will get you out. Ask for that help. They will get you out. They are assuring you successful journey. They are definitely assuring you that. They are assuring you your legacy is coming as you embark the new journey of your desires, of what you want. They're showing it here. Just have that strength and hang in there. You can have that love relationship that you are wanting. They are even assuring you of your happily ever after. So you can have this, guys. This really is a good reading. This really worked out for you. Alrighty. Until next time, much love and much light. Okay, welcome. If you chose the cat totem for this week's pick a card reading, yes or no, ask any question. So let's see what your theme card is. And you have Stay Strong. Pretty dragon. But it is reversed, so we need to pay a little extra attention there. Okay, so we'll pull some cards on your theme card. So for you, stay strong. So whatever situation that you're in right now, you might be feeling a little bit challenged. For some of you might be going through a healing stage or a progression stage, a transmutation stage, and it's challenging because we're not in that place. Maybe something new for you. You're not feeling as strong and confident as if you know it or have it under your belt. Something's changing, and that's okay. So we can get you one more. Now keep in mind this is a general reading and I have this tuned to many of you in your unique different realities. So see how that fits to you as I read the cards. Okay, so what I'm seeing right here is we need to be heeding our intuition and we may be failing to do so. And there might be some emotions here that we need to address and reflect upon. We do need to rein in our ego. Our ego is running us for some form or fashion. Maybe it's avoiding some emotions that it needs to be facing, avoiding some pains. And when the ego is running things, that's when we're manifesting things we don't like. We're manifesting things we don't want. We are the manifester. We are always creating our life. And we're either creating what we desire or we're creating what we don't desire based on who's running us, our higher self or our ego. So I always say go for that higher self. Now, you are being called for a spiritual calling, coming to your spiritual calling. And that's always to follow your desires, your fate line desires. You were here listening to this tarot reading. This is upright. So that's good. You're not resisting that. So that's good. And that's going to lead you to good things. And you're also being called to step out of the story a bit and come into a neutral, logical, and even spiritual perspective and see the whole story from a higher view and not just in the pain of it. So stay strong. So let's pull you up some more tarot and see what we get. So yes or no yet? Let's see how things unfold here. Because if your ego is making choices for you, those are a no. Listening to your spiritual side, those are a yes. So let's just see how the story feels and we'll start answering that. Alright, so I'm going to pull up all of the cards and then I'm going to start reading for you. Pulling up your whole row here. Okay. Oh, interesting. Okay. there's something we definitely need to let go of, and that is definitely letting this ego run and control us. We definitely need to let that go of that. Because when the ego is running us, that is, again, when we're manifesting something we don't desire. I think I'm getting a little bit of mixed results for some of you too. We do have harmony in a partnership of some type. It could be romantic, it could be business-wise. There is harmony in some type of maybe romance, but there's harmony in a couplehood here, and that's good. Interesting enough that you're being called to go down a new path, but you're not feeling loved and supported to do that. And here, you do need to have a little Boy, this is really interesting. Okay. I'm coming right back to that. Right now, you're not feeling like yourself. Probably because your ego is running you, and which is causing you to manifest things you don't desire. So we'll get that card out of the way. Now, interestingly enough, we've got the Kitten of Pentacles and the Ace of Pentacles upright. Then we got the Kitten of Fire, and Kitten of Pentacles is reversed. Then we got the Kitten of Fire reversed and the Ace of Fire reversed. So let's go back to the Pentacles. The Kitten of Pentacles is about starting a new journey, and so is the Ace of Pentacles about starting a new journey. They are showing you success. Right now, you're not feeling loved and supported by the universe to do it, and sometimes this can go back to paradigmal childhood things you didn't have instilled within you possibly as a child, that yes, you can do whatever you want to do. You can be whoever you want to be. You can create whoever you want to be. You might have received some detrimental little messages that could have been tiny and small, but fed low self-esteem. Even school could do that. Okay, you get a bad grade, that can really feed into low self-esteem even if you learn something from it. So low self-esteem could play a role in that, or just not trusting them. Okay, but you are being assured success with that new journey. You can do it. They're being assured you that. Now, back to this little Kitten of Fire in reverse and then the Ace of Fire. You do have a little bit of preparation to do. And that preparation is letting go of the ego running you so you can start manifesting your desires. And that is the spiritual calling you're being called to. Your spiritual calling is always to follow your desires, because Source put the desires through you. It wants to live and experience the desires through you. And that is what your calling is. And that's where, when you follow those desires, life feels good. It flows with ease, and you start enjoying life. You're experiencing your enjoyments. So then we have this little sticky situation with some people or a person. So I don't know whom the sticky situation is. Following this ego, maybe possibly not feeling supported by our family. We do have a positive partnership here. So for some of you, again, tune into this because it's unique to each of your relative realities. Some of you might have a couplehood, but we have a family that doesn't support this, which makes you in a tangled mess with your family while this is going well. That could be it. For some of you, you could have a good partnership going on with your career, but maybe your family, like maybe you're married and your partner, family partner, or your family disagrees with that. Or something along those lines. Somebody, that could be some of the tangled mess. We've got to rein in the ego, which is causing some problems. So the preparation is definitely find out where the ego is running you. Look at your emotions. You want to do that. And heed your intuition as well. That's very important. And definitely listen to your heart's desires and move in that direction. Because they are definitely assuring you, yes, for both of these, you will succeed with these. But you've got to let go of thinking you don't have the strength to do it, because they're telling you to stay strong. You can do it. You will. It may not be instant. We're faced with, okay, here's my desire A. I want to be on Z now. Nope, you got to go through that journey. Be through Y to be ready to be that person at Z. So it could possibly be that as well going on there too. Step out of the story. See the tangled mess. Get out of it. See the big picture. You can definitely attain this. Now, also, this also represents Pisces, if this is relative to any of you, your particular unique story, tune in if it is. And this also represents Libra, if that is relative to any of you as well. And this one represents Cancer, if that is relative to you as well. Okay, so let's clarify for you real quick. So the question is, do we start these new journeys? The answer is absolutely yes, but we got a little bit of work to do. We got to rein in the ego. A little bit of work to do. And again, I'm going to pull up the whole row and then start reading your cards. And I'd like to take this moment to give a shout out to all of my subscribers and my new subscribers. Welcome and thank you. I appreciate all of you joining me and appreciate your likes and your comments. I'd love to hear from you in your comments. Thank you so much. And all of that really does help me here in the YouTube land. Thank you so much. It's how you help me back. And if any of you need a personal reading, I do offer those. And you can find the links to those in the description box below. Sorry about the popping noise. She's scratching the chair. That would be Lily. My kitty. Okay, so what we need to let go of. We need to let go of that idea. Hello, Lily, speaking of which. We need to let go of that idea that we don't have the strength. Going back to your theme card, which was reverse. Stay strong. We don't feel like we have the strength. So we definitely need to let go of that idea that we don't. Oh, no, she loves crystals and totems. No, ma'am. Definitely need to let go of that idea that we don't have the strength. Also, this will represent Leo if that is pertinent or relative to any of you. Now, going back to this harmonic relationship, whomever this is for you, you are heating your higher self with this relationship. It is a go. That is a positive. This is a yes. So if you're getting pressure from outside other people, like family or friends or whatever, that might be with whom you might have this tangled mess. Don't heed them. Your higher self says, yes, this is good. So stick with that partnership. That is working for you. So here we are like being called to go down that new journey, but we not be feeling loved and support. But the universe is assuring you, this is the Kitten of Pentacles with the Ace of Pentacles upright. It will be successful. We've got the Eight of Cups here. So this is coming into play back to hitting that spiritual calling. So they're calling you to go down that path of your desires. That is heeding your spiritual calling. And you are already not resisting it. And that's good. You're listening to that call. I think your only struggle is you just feel like you don't have that strength. I think because of these outside pressures people are pressuring you. I really think so. And this might definitely be family with these pressures again. And I say that because this sometimes does represent that paradigm or lack of support there. You're not feeling like yourself right now as the Queen of Earth with some certain scenarios going on because you're not manifesting your desires right now. Because we've got to rein in the ego that I think is just heeding to that pressure of the tangled mess. So that's understandable. And they're telling you to come back into feeling like you are. This is the Queen of Earth in reverse. Listen to your heart. What fires you up? What are your passions? The Queen of Wands. She's always following her passions, doing her thing, and she's successful. And again, they're showing you you will be successful doing your thing. And again, now we've got the Kitten of Fire in reverse, a little bit of preparation to start that new journey. And you've got the Ace of Fire here showing you it will definitely be successful. And then we've got the Eight of Wands here. And this is like the universe support. The universe will support you when you have done those preparations. And that's getting this absolved. Worrying about what these other people are thinking about your decisions and your choices. Stay strong. Keep your strength. Don't let these people pressure you. They don't control you. You do you. You control you. Source wanted to experience your desires through you. And yes, so right now, you are not experiencing your desires because I think you are listening because of this tangled mess with the people. But look at here. You start that new journey of following your heart and your desires, and you will be creating, you will be successful, you will be creating everything that you desire. Told you we're manifestors, is the same card here. But this one is upright. We're always manifestors. We're either creating our desires or we're not. And these are the people listening to them and giving into them that are causing you to not manifest your desires. And then again here, you're being assured, Ace, this is a new journey. Again, your passions and desires, and you will have what you want. But what you've got to do is you've got to, Knave of Swords in reverse. So here you go. That's so interesting. It's the same as the kittens. Okay, so you've got, this was the Pentacles, this was the Fire, now this is the Sky or the Swords. Now when it comes up in Swords, this means you're not following something that's ideal for you. And I think that's because you've been listening to these people. Stop listening to these people and listen to this. Your heart. You got to do you. You didn't come here to live for them and make them happy. You came here to live for you. Remember this is good for you. Stick with it. Let go of whomever's despairing with you. A tangled mess. Okay. And now, with that card here, listening to them, you're not listening. Hello. You're not listening to your intuition that's coming in reverse. And that showed up reverse here too. You're not listening to your intuition, so that really feeds back, and that's why you're not manifesting your desires. It really shows me that. You're listening to them instead. Stop listening to them and start listening to you. And again, this refers to Pisces. So we want to flip this one up. Okay, and then you've got the King of Cups here. And when you listen to you, this is like maybe this is a character embodiment of you are. This is a leader, a father figure that is kind and benevolent and cares for others, like cares for his family and wants to see them successful and happy. And water is about emotions, listening to the feelings. And I don't know if this is representative of you, because I feel like this is possibly family for some of you. Could be friends, could be other people, but I think for some of you this is definitely family. You may have this figure in your life that may be outside your biological family. They can help you with your intuition. Okay, water comes back to intuition too. That's why Pisces, moon, water. Think about that. So finding this characteristic that is heating their intuition, that will lead you to success. Now let's wrap you up now with the angels and ancestors. So this is really a pretty good reading, guys. It really is. It's showing you how you're not manifesting desires, listening to others, but you are willing to heed your spiritual calling, which is following your desires. Do that, and you'll be straight. Rein in your ego's fears of what is so-and-so going to think. Well, sit down and talk to your little one, ask them, have a little meditation with little one. This is your ego. See it as a little toddler, okay? Because your ego is a toddler, always will be a toddler, will never stop being a toddler. Ask them, what do you fear if I do what I want and so-and-so doesn't like it? Let them tell you what they fear about so-and-so. Validate their fears. Okay, yeah, they probably would do that. Yeah, that sucks. It is scary. Honor their fears, but comfort them. We don't need them. If they can't support you doing what you love, being who you are, you don't need them. Okay, you got summer. Bask in joy and light. Very good. So summer is about living your joys and making your joys and doing what you love to do. I mean, think about it. The bird, the sun is shining. The birds are singing, the flowers are blooming, people go on holidays. It's doing things that you want. And going into that joy is how you manifest your desires. And we see that. So feeling that heart, what fires you up? What is the calling of your heart? You want to go in that direction because that is what supports you. Following those desires, heeding your higher self. This partnership has something to do with this. And you can have it. You can definitely have it. You just have to choose you and not worrying about making somebody else happy. And also, with summer, this can kind of give you a time frame. Some solidification and some fruition. This little place of question where you are now, the little place of doubt. I think by summer, everything will be clear. You'll have this issue like kind of fully resolved. Like, okay, maybe you had to make a decision. Okay, I gotta stop listening to family. And maybe by summer you'll be fully healed. Okay, what if they think? I don't care. It doesn't matter. I'm happy. Life is great. I followed my heart. I created my desires. Things are going great. So you're like on that journey. And I think you'll really see some really big results of that journey come summer. It's a really good reading, guys. It really is. Just listen to your heart. Heed your intuition. That came up twice. And you will manifest your desires. Stay on your spiritual journey, following your heart. And you got this. Okay, until next time, much love and much light.